Robbins & Morton, we're a general contractor, construction management firm. We primarily build healthcare. That's our largest market, but we also go into hospitality as well and the commercial side. Over the last few years, we've grown quite a bit. One of the things we're doing is implementing our latest and greatest of technology. We partnered up with FARO, and FARO has been a great support group for us. They offer us extra knowledge. They have been there for us from day one, and they continuously offer us the support that we need to be successful utilizing scanners.
FARO and laser scanning technology has impacted us tremendously, and I think the thing that surprises me the most is the more we use it, the more uses we find for it.
Initially, when I first thought about a laser scanner, I thought it was just a really overpriced measuring tape. But in actuality, it is a true reality as-built capturing device. The laser scanner allows you to capture upwards to 1 million points per second. Not only that, but you also get your 360 images.
When we take the scanners out there, we actually get some amazing photos, high density photos, but we can actually get a tremendous amount of data. We get space data. We get dimensional data that we can actually just go in and run some quick dimensions on. So the amount of information that is there just continues to increase more and more and more.
I personally feel this has set us apart in the market because we don't just utilize the scanner just for true as-built conditions, for coordination or just measuring something. We also utilize other features of the FARO scanner, something called Web Share to Go. Web Share to Go allows us to have a web-based 360 imagery of every single scan perspective. It allows us to capture what's truly there, what's happening at that current moment. And when we're getting around a board and we're looking at these Web Share to Go 360 images, we can analyze every single part of the project and identify major issues or potential issues on that project site.
There's a lot of positive fringe benefits to an owner when we can take the technology and all the data that we can pull from that technology and help to solve problems, not just identify problems, but solve the problems and come up with the solutions much, much earlier.
Here's one perfect case, Southlake Hospital in Claremont, Florida. We were tasked with getting a new air handling unit into a penthouse. When we got out there, we realized there was a lot of different scenarios that we had to measure. So we said, this is a perfect case for a scanner.
We'd built that project years before, and we'd actually built in a knockout panel to the penthouse, but we felt it was prudent to actually to try to figure out a way not to knock out the side of the wall, bust through the vapor barrier, do a lot of damage, just have to come and repair that.
We were able to realize instantly after we registered the data that we can get the equipment in through the door. By doing this, by doing the laser scan, determining exactly how to get the largest piece of the air handling unit into the penthouse, we were able to determine that we can get it on the roof, get it through the door, and actually come up with a safety plan. And during that process, we also found an obstacle that even if, no matter which way we came in, was going to be an issue with the floor drain. But by doing this with the laser scan, we were able to identify these issues early on, and it saved the job approximately almost $100,000.
No matter what market we address with a FARO scanning solution, whether it's forensics, crime scene, accident reconstruction, large-scale marine and shipbuilding, civil service, infrastructure work, it's always that one common missed measurement point or that missed photo or that one thing where you've walked the job site 1,000 times and you missed it. That really jams up your project on the back end.
I'm glad you said that, because even though we only worked in this area right here, we did a Web Share to Go as well, and we captured the whole entire penthouse area. All the existing air handling units on the other side, we captured all that data. So now we have 360 images the whole way around as well. So even if we were to expand in here, we already have that information.
And that data can be used in perpetuity because every scan has a time and date signature on it.
Oh yeah, and if anything changes, we know. We're going to overlay this with the old scan and determine exactly what happened to it.
Are you noticing that some of the non-engineering or non-construction related personnel at Robbins & Morton are benefiting from the scan data or the Web Share to Go
Not
platform?
just from Robbins & Morton, but even our clients as well are benefiting from it. Because you can look at a bunch of numbers and lines on a plan, but if you present a 3D image or any kind of 3D graphic, especially in a point cloud, and it's recognizable, people can wrap their heads around that, even if they're not part of the construction industry. I can show it to a CEO of a facility like Southlake, and they can look at that and say, wow, I get that. I understand what the problem is, and now I understand what the solution is. So it's helped us out tremendously. There's an old school method of doing things, and they work. They do work. But if we can use technology that's going to save us time and money and add value to a project, why not? Why not get away from that old school mentality by utilizing something advanced as a FARO scanner? The FARO scanner itself has paid for itself multiple times over.